how do I get to 10,000 followers on TikTok fast by not wanting it fast? Bang! All right? I got you with that. It's a banger! That was the bang answer right there.
Scared me a little.
You understand? Bang! I've been doing this for 30 years. You were sperm in your daddy's balls when I started building community. There is no fast.
Bye. We got a birthday coming up, man. I have a lot of friends who are Sagittarius, and it just hit my mind. I think that's why a lot of us connect the way we do. Because all my friends that's like, whose birthdays are in December, or, hold on, let me order my food real quick. Excuse me, but like my home man, he was about to flip because like I'm not gonna put that out there, but and I was like, bro, you can't control people. I learned that a while ago. I stopped trying to control people. I stopped trying to figure out what they thinking, how they feel about me or feel about it. I stopped because it's a lot and you'll drive yourself crazy. Right, and especially if you're a person who to do things for people, who's willing to. If you're a giver, like people will take advantage of it. You know what I mean? So I just stopped and I focused on me. I worked on me. I worked on me getting better. You know what I mean? And I let people be people. Because that's all they gonna do is be people. That's the only thing they know how to do, is be people. So my rant to myself is let people be people. I had to remind myself that because, like I said, I was the worst. Like anxious, like a person who gotta have things in order to move. That's me. Like if it's not in order, I don't even feel like doing it because it's out of order. You see what I'm saying? But it's a part of growth. It's a part of growth. That was my rant for today. I felt that on my spirit, so I had to let it go. I'm going from a 1500 scar to a 2800. Boss. Yeah, I don't know. I know Scar. I know Scar. I'm gonna get 1500 watts. That's a true 1500 watt. Boss is 2800. I might not get 2800, but I know I'm still gonna get over 1500. You feel what I'm saying? So. And then somebody gave this to me. I don't know if it worked, so I need to check and see if it worked before. Yeah. He gonna be worried. Yeah. Well, I ain't worried about that. Radio installed, guys. My brother. This was the old setup. It worked out pretty good. I done had it in here about 5 years now. I put this system in here when I painted the car. So it's about 5 years old. I already unplugged the power and stuff. So at first I wasn't gonna go through everything and take it all apart. I was just gonna change the cords and whatnot. But now that I'm into it and I'm looking at it, I want to do it all over again. So I'm actually gonna take my speaker and flip it around so that it's going this way. And then I'm gonna build a wall to cover the sides. And I'm gonna put my amps in the back. Put my amps back here. Somewhere like that. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just taking everything out and so I can get a clean work area to work on. Yeah. Alright. Took out the back. So initially when I started, y'all see it's cold out here. Initially when I started, I was just going to upgrade. Well, I was just going to change the power wires. I was just going to get one 0 cable wire and bring it from the battery and split it somewhere back here. But as I was talking to the dude, he was like, those wires, they ain't the best wires. Basically, that's what he was telling me. These are power wires and all of this, it ain't the best wires. So he gave me a kit and we're gonna install that kit and see how it sounds. Oh, my bad, y'all. But so with that, I'm going to go ahead and start my trunk build. So I'm going to actually have that speaker facing this way, and then this wall right here, I'm going to build an enclosure on the sides, so it'll just be like the speaker and then the wall. And I'll show y'all this guy. I was watching this guy and he showed me the how the sound waves move, because I normally have my speaker flipped backwards and it punches in the trunk. But yeah, so this is the build. I'm gonna bring y'all along with me, and right now I'm just taking out the old stuff. So these is my speaker wires right here, and this is a good one, so I'm not gonna necessarily worry about it, but I do have to extend it because I'm gonna put my amps all the way in the trunk. So I need more wire, but these are coming all the way out. That one's bent. And they old. I mean, I did this system about 5 years ago, so it's not like I got some fresh cables. Now this I may keep. This one I may keep. This one came with this wire. So, see if I can. Nope. This is where I got it going. And that little bucket right there. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to. I gotta use 2 hands to do it. All right. This is the kit that the dude recommended. And you know, they're always trying to make a sale, but it is a thicker, heavy. That thing heavy. Okay, So I'm not tripping. I'm not gonna rerun all of this. Nope. I'm not gonna rerun all. I'm not gonna go through my radio and rerun all of that until I change my radio. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. I'm gonna make it a whole series. So right now, I'm just changing my wires, my speaker wires, and I'm rearranging the trunk so I can start building the box. So that's what we're gonna do on this one. I just flipped y'all upside down. Yeah, I guess you can still like that. So that's what we're gonna do on this one. I'm about to wire my speaker wires up, and then I got a splitter for that, for both amps, and then I'm gonna run that to the back, because I'm gonna put the amps in the back and have the speaker flop this way. So I got all my wires right here, and I think I about got enough room. I know most of them were longer than I needed, so I had a lot of it tucked away. You see, I'm still just pulling, so I had a lot of it tucked away. So I got all that running to the back, and I'm gonna put my amps back there. But like I said, it's gonna be a whole series. I don't know. It's gonna be for December. The trunk is gonna be for December, but the Nissan is gonna be forever. You know what I'm saying? Until I give it to my sister, whenever she decides to learn how to drive. So the trunk series.
God on my side, why these devils hating on me,
For December. So I'm gonna have a flat surface. I'm gonna take this carpet out. I'm gonna get me some wood. I gotta get thin wood because I don't want to raise it up because this thing is already huge. Yeah, it barely go where I want it to go now. See what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then the wall, and then the amps are actually, they're not gonna sit flat, they're gonna sit up like that. Hold on, let me see if I can. That ain't no little speaker. But let's see how I got it. Flip like that. I thought I had more room than that. Now that I'm looking at it. But yeah, that's the whole thing. So it'll be flat down there. I have my amps on the back, and all that'll be covered up. That thing gonna be fire, boy. That's gonna be dope. I've been watching YouTube. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I really wanted to do it in an infinity baffle, but with the way that speaker set up, I don't know. I think it'll be fire, but I like how it sounded in this, and I ain't hit the full potential of this right now. So I'm gonna start with my wires, and then right now I got that 115 coming from that Scar 1500. This thing right here, this thing is a beast. This DS18 3000. This power all my highs and my mids and my tweets. Yeah, boy, it's cold as hell out here. I I got a customer on the way, and I also have I got a doctor's appointment this morning. So yeah, this gonna set up. Oh yeah, this is gonna be dope. This is gonna be fire. See, I already got my wires back here, and then I'm gonna set this up. I think I'm gonna put a board here, and then have my amp sitting on this, and then have a cover over the amps. Not like tight, but something just to cover them, and I'm gonna cut it out so that nothing can go against them, and then all that. Ooh, that thing gonna be. I can see it, boy. I can see it. When I can see it, I can get it. Hey, yeah. So yeah, I like what we got. Big heavy duty DS18 EXL XX. This is the excursion version. And then this is the box we got. I know. This box is way too small. I actually had this box for another 15, but that 15 blew. So I've been using this. That's my next upgrade before I upgrade my amp, is to upgrade the box. My next upgrade. I actually want to do that now, but I don't want to OD. I don't want to go crazy. I'm gonna stick with this box. Now, I don't know what I was thinking when I was wiring this, but this part I had right. Like, because I think it's a 2 ohm, either 2 or 4 ohm. But if you run it parallel, you'll bring it down to 1 ohm, and it'll hit better. It'll get better power from the amp. This down here is the positive and a negative, but I don't understand why I put it in like this. It's right, but it got 2 sets of wires, which is not right. So I'm gonna take them out. See, I had 2 sets of wires, which, I mean, I don't think it was wrong, but because it's been hitting, but I think it was an OD. So I'm gonna redo this and yeah, see how much better it is. Alright guys, this is what you're looking for. This is exactly this is what I've been looking for, and nobody's really been able to explain it. I still don't think this is right, but this is how I did it the first time, and it sounded great. So, I got a DS18 EXL XX. This is a 4 ohm speaker. It's a 4 ohm speaker. So, what that means is, it's 2 ohms on this side, and it's 2 ohms on this side. Now, if you have a mono block or a single channel amp, most of the time, these are going to be program peaked at 1 ohm. So you're going to get the optimum amount of power out of this amp at 1 ohm. So that don't mean you can't play the speaker with this amp. But this is a 1500 watt amp, right? This is a 4 ohm speaker. So if you wire this parallel, which is the most common, you know, how we do it in speakers, you will get 2 ohms. So you'll turn 4 ohms to 2 ohms, right? If you wire it parallel. 2 ohms is still too much for this amp. So this is 1500 watt amp. If you play this at 2 homes, you might get 700 watts out of it, right? So the less ohms that you can push out of your speaker, the more your amp will power. So this is the part that we all get to. This part where I held up. Before I had it set up, I did it before, and when I redid my system, I messed up, and I took it all out, and I didn't look. So I was baffled for a little while. But if you have 2 speakers, right, at 4 ohms, you can parallel wire one speaker to 2 ohms, the other speaker to 2 ohms, and then put both of them speakers together to make 1 ohm. Does that make sense? Because you can parallel a 4 ohm speaker to a 2 ohm speaker, but you can't parallel a 4 ohm speaker to a 1 ohm speaker. So if you got 2 speakers, you can parallel one speaker to 2 ohm, the other speaker to 2 ohm, and then both them speakers to 1 ohm. Okay? Now, how I'm imagining it and how it's coming in my head is I'm going to imagine I'm wiring this like 2 speakers. So I'm wiring it parallel, but I'm running 2 speakers, 2 wires parallel to the other ohm. So in what I'm thinking, I think it'll work. It worked before, but how it works is this 2 ohm now becomes 1 ohm because of the wire. If I just had 1 wire, it would just be 2 ohm. Yeah, something like that. So I had to cut my box up. Couldn't get the nails out, so I had to cut my box up. Yeah. So that's how we're gonna try it, guys. I'm hoping this works. I've been at it for a little while, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you on my naughty list. Naughty list. Naughty list. Take that sweater off slow. Let me watch the snow fall on your skin. Let me watch the snow fall on your skin. Lie back, baby. Daddy's coming down your chimney again. I'm on my head like a Christmas hymn. Let the neighbors hear your sing. Shh, that's right. Sun ain't giving you nothing that's good. You on my and girl, you know you love it. Hey, dripping like hot cocoa while I kiss your lip. Put that ribbon on your body, I'ma tear it like this. Baby, Christmas came early, cause you stay on my naughty list.
Hold on, let me get across the street. But yeah, where was I at? Yeah. I think I realized that I needed to get better when I got fired from Caliber. I was working my last, I guess you can call them a corporate shop, a corporate body shop. I realized that I needed to get better because how fast they cut me with no actual how you say what's the word, with no cause. Like, they fired me with no, this is when COVID hit, so I wasn't the only one to get fired, but yeah, it was some BS. And I realized how much actual control and power that I had over my own self. So this is why, this was my whole reasoning of going to work for myself. Now that was one of the best decisions I ever made, and also one of the worst decisions that I've ever made. And I thank God every day for the ability and the persistence and the mindset to keep going. Because when I started working for myself, when I was my own boss, when I had to make my own schedule, I worked 10 times harder. Like, everything got harder. And at first I was just painting, but I went from painting to doing body work, to answering the phone, to going to get parts. And it keep building. And if you want to get better, you can't stop. So you gotta keep, you know what I mean? But that was my thing. And I quickly realized after maybe a year or two that this wasn't it. It wasn't the end goal, but it was just a stopping point through the journey. Like, this ain't it. This is not it. Alright, you better get in your own lane, my boy. Yeah, this ain't it. So, I'm saying all of that to come to this, because I had a friend, my sister does this too, but she'll get so upset. My friend, it's my homeboy's friend, but my sister, they'll get so upset when something goes wrong, and I can talk about I don't even like saying that. I'd rather say solar return to the cosmos. My best way to say it is another 365 days. Right now we at 360. I'm lying. My birthday. We at 359. Yeah, we got about a week. But as I get older, I get better. You know what I'm saying? When I hit my 30s, I said, damn, bro, I'm getting 30, and now I ain't got shit figured out. I'm still figuring stuff out. You know, you get through with school, and after school, like, you think life is supposed to take off. It don't work like that. If I were me now, to my younger self, I'd tell my younger self to either do school 2 times faster than what I did it, or don't do it at all. Because I wasted a lot of time going through school, and not to say that it didn't help me, but I could have been learning some things that would benefit me. The only thing that I say, the best thing that I got from my schooling is the experience. I experienced a lot of different things, and I met a lot of different people. Now, with that being said, a lot of them people ain't worth nothing. I'm just being honest. They not, like, I shouldn't say that. A lot of them people are doing the same thing that they were doing before and not trying to get better. I say that. That sounds better. A lot of people that went to school, they're not trying to get better. So it's like it's hard to stay consistent and motivated and persistent when you're around bad energy. So some people I just don't hang around. Not saying that we're not cool. I need that energy. Alright. Got the moon in. I'm gonna throw back on the door. Do the other side real quick. And that'll be it. I done had a speaker blown for a minute. So they didn't sell it separately. So we got some front speakers. Yeah, happy birthday to me. It ain't today, but it's an early one. I had these in there. They don't sound bad. They actually sound real good. And they came with the tweeter. But the one on the other side, the one over there, I ain't take that one off yet. It blew. So we got these. Look at these chickens. Yeah, I can't take it out with one hand. That's what she said. You hear the gas. It take a couple of tries to get started, but see what I mean. I'm gonna get me a diesel one, not a diesel, a kerosene, one of them bullet heaters. Hey. I smell it. There you go. You gotta get it purged. Which one is the positive? That's me. See, this was $450. So yeah, these were actually stronger. It's a 450 watt. That little part right there, that's a tweeter. That's a tweeter component, I should say. Oh yeah, these are gonna hit. These gonna ain't it. Yeah. You see how that one, it's just got nothing in it. But the tweeter. I broke this, y'all. I blew all these fucking speakers. It's crazy. It's something wrong with this outlet over here. Every time I put a speaker in, it burnt up. I don't know what it is. So now it burnt up that speaker. All 4-5 speakers I put in that one. It burnt up my crossover and it burnt up my tweeter. So I don't got no sound right here. I got all my sound coming over there.
Or watching that movie you've seen 1,000
It's crazy.
times.